On the outskirts of Lafayette, Louisiana, a 50-acre research center nurtures scientists, students, and citizens in their quest for knowledge about their environment.
My name is Susan Mopper. I am the director of the Center for Ecology and Environmental Technology at the University of Louisiana, Lafayette. We call our facility SEAT. At the Ecology Center, science involves many different fields, such as biology, physics, engineering, math, chemistry, and geology. We're all about research, we're about teaching, and we're about working with and supporting the community.
The projects that go on here at SEAT represent these researchers' passion and their life's work. I'm Seth Touchette, and I'm the operations manager here at SEAT. Many of the experiments that we host take a lot of time and resources to complete. So we work hard to assure that things are run smoothly and that we are a reliable partner.
Studies conducted at SEAT investigate the human impacts and natural changes occurring in our coastal environments. These activities are necessary for protecting the fragile Gulf Coast wetlands and have implications for the world beyond.
SEAT's been important to us. For a field site, it allows us to set up these little replicate ecosystems and study the effects of loss of genetic diversity, even climate change on these communities, and principally on these little mosquito fish. I'm Paul Lieberg. My research interests are in the area of conservation biology. We're interested in studying things like sea level rise because Louisiana is facing these problems before the rest of the nation with the combination of sea level rise and subsidence. We're seeing sea level impacts in the coast far ahead of other places in the world. By trying to understand what the effects are of loss of fish habitat, fragmentation of populations, changing salinity, we can try to predict if populations will be able to evolve rapidly enough to deal with these challenges.
I've been involved in the impacts of oiling on wetland vegetation for several decades, looking at both direct effects and indirect effects. My name is Mark Hester, professor in the Department of Biology at the University of Louisiana Lafayette. My research lab, the Coastal Plant Ecology Lab, is involved in improving our understanding both of causes of wetland loss and other coastal environments such as barrier islands. SEAT provides a large controlled environment where we can manipulate certain variables while holding others constant. This allows us to determine which factors are most important for success, as well as identify those factors most detrimental to plant health. And of course, oiling of wetlands is one of these factors that can negatively impact them.
My name is Janneke Visser. I'm mostly interested in looking at opportunities for coastal restoration. The future of our coast is very dire, and anything that we can do to improve the condition of our coastal wetlands will improve our storm protection and our way of life. We're using the SEAT boats to go out to those sites and to inspect them and to look at the differences over time. Knowing more about how these coastal wetlands function is very important for our economy.
It's great to have SEAT around because we're dealing with lots of mud. We use SEAT as a field station. We take our samples out of the marsh and we process them, prepare them for analysis, and then bring them to our laboratory in the physics building, where we measure then the radioactive material content. Well, I'm John Merriweather, and I'm a nuclear physicist. What we're able to do with radioactive dating is to determine how long ago those sediments were laid down. Work with people from the U.S. Geological Survey, with the Wetlands Center, with the Department of Natural Resources, and so on, is cooperative work. It's a way for us to give a calendar upon which the ecologists can lay their information.
Although most of the research at the Ecology Center involves wetlands protection and restoration, it also supports a diverse group of scientists who study prairie flowers, insect behavior, bluebirds, and even chocolate production.
As far as my research is concerned in SEAT, is probably very different from anyone else's because I try to grow a peculiar plant that is not native to our area called Theobroma cacao, better known as the chocolate tree. It's an important tree because we all enjoy chocolate, I'm Karl Hasenstein. I'm a professor at UL Lafayette, and my specialty is plant physiology. We are trying to figure out how to improve the yield. Currently, we know that only 1 out of about 2,000 flowers develops into a fruit. We're able to increase the fruit set by a factor of 10. So when this continues, one could be optimistic enough to say maybe the price for chocolate drops by a factor of 10, or maybe the quality goes up by a factor of 10. This is a possibility.
My name is Larry Holland, and I'm a botanist at the National Wetlands Research Center. My primary interest is prairie restoration. We've had ongoing experiments at seed. The main building has large walk-in coolers where we've stored seed, where we've conducted low-temperature experiments. We set up plots at seed to try and grow and produce plants and seed. We've done 3 Eagle Scout projects, the pump house, the bluebird boxes, and we also planted bottomland hardwood trees. This has been a tremendous resource for the Boy Scouts.
The Ecology Center is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year to researchers, students, and citizens as they study and learn about our natural environment. Courses from GPS navigation to boat safety to entomology use SEAT's laboratory, classroom, and field resources. At the Ecology Center, nature is always just a step outside the door.
SEAT is a support system for many different aspects of science, and it's a place where different areas and ideas of science intersect and work together.
The Ecology Center is about research, education, and interacting with the local community. Understanding the world around us is essential for sustaining our quality of life, responsible use of our resources, and living in harmony with nature.